President Trump took to Twitter this morning and declared war on the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Company, which made headlines around the country yesterday when it announced it would be moving a significant portion of its vehicle production to Europe in response to the huge tariffs that European Union imposed on it in response to President Trump's recently declared trade war. In a four-tweet tirade, the president lashed out at Harley-Davidson Motorcycles and fired off a vague threat that this would be the beginning of the end for the company, and followed it up with the threat of retaliatory taxes if they didn't submit to his will and shoulder even more losses than the $100 million a year the tariffs are expected to slice from the company's bottom line. Early this year, Harley-Davidson said they would move much of their plant operations in Kansas City to Thailand. That was long before tariffs were announced. Hence, they were just using tariffs, trade war as an excuse. Shows how unbalanced and unfair trade is, but we will fix it. We are getting other countries to reduce and eliminate tariffs and trade barriers that have been unfairly used for years against our farmers, workers and companies. We are opening up closed markets and expanding our footprint. They must play fair or they will pay tariffs. We are finishing our study of tariffs on cars from the EU, in that they have long taken advantage of the U.S. in the form of trade barriers and tariffs. In the end it will all even out, and it won't take very long. A Harley-Davidson should never be built in another country, never. Their employees and customers are already very angry at them. If they move, watch, it will be the beginning of the end. They surrendered, they quit. The aura will be gone and they will be taxed like never before. For all the Republican Party claims to worship the free market, the Republican president sure is going out of his way to bully and badger the market into submitting to his ignorant will. One watches and waits with a macabre curiosity to see what will happen when the would-be tyrant learns that you cannot simply dictate the terms you want and then throw lawyers and tweets at them until the other party concedes. Multinational corporations and our European allies are not scheming New York City real estate mafiosi or a disgruntled mistress to be pressured into complacency. These actions have very real effects that will impact thousands of people, and the people he's dealing with are not going to take these kinds of threats lightly. How Trump's motorcycle-loving supporters will take them is another question entirely.